Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Darkhaven, where we are going to do a little bit more of the Revendreth storyline. I wasn't planning on doing any more this evening, as it is getting a bit late, but it is a Saturday night, and I've been enjoying it. So, the Stone Legion is not even here yet. This is an outrage. If we do not do something quick, the rebels will overrun this filthy hamlet. Here, take the anima and go activate a few of the Stoneborn along the periphery of Darkhaven. Take whatever is left over to the Quartermaster and tell her to do her job. I will try to commune with the Master and see if he can send reinforcements.
Stoneborn are fanatically loyal defenders, typically. The rebels have been swayed by pretty rhetoric and lies.
I will revive you.
For the glory of Revendreth.
As you can possibly see, I have switched over.
That's a lot of weapons you're carrying. Going to war.
Going to war.
For the glory of Revendreth.
As you can see, I have swapped over to Cat. I'm assuming there are some more level 60 quest, eh? Awaken! Yeah, I don't know anything really about cat form, but it might help with the DPS just for the last little bit of the... Because we're almost level 60. Where are we going? In here. In here. No. Hi.
No more excuses. The Master will have his tithe of anima, or I will see to it that everyone in this miserable hamlet are exiled to the Ember Ward.
Okay, so the place is full of snooty assholes. That is not exactly a surprise. Cool outfits. Not a fan of the faces. They've got very pouty lips. Court of Harvesters.
It has been so long since
Show me your wares.
a living mortal. Are you in a rush?
Tea set. 94% upgrade for the kitty. Sin's Edge. Cool. That's quite ornate. I like that. It's a horse.
You must see my tailor. They can make you something that will fit just right.
I wish I could have this as a backpack. Like forever. The Stoneborn. That is all that remains of our tithe. The Tithe Lord is not one for excuses. We may need to gather a second tithe quickly, or who will condemn us all to the Ember Ward.
May you rise ever higher.
Unfortunately, the Lord Chamberlain's gift isn't sufficient to cover the entire tithe we're expected to provide the Tithe Lord, but we make a good start. The loss of our convoy is a terrible blow to the community. Collect anima from the village. Get the tithe from villages where you can and scour the area for every forgotten drop. You come during strange times. Every day the tithes we must pay to the Tithe Lord increase, and our ability to get anima dwindles. What souls we have to work with here are near their final judgment, and we lack the resources to harvest them without endangering the hamlet. If you had the ear of Lord Chamberlain, then you might be able to pass a message to the Master himself. Take this letter, please see it, that makes to the hands of the Chamberlain.
For the Master.
For the Master. Set Hearthstone.
Make me miss my mortal body.
Okay, so
Figures. First new soul I see in ages is still alive.
Give me that tithe. Dimwhiddle? That's a great name.
Darkest greetings.
Darkest
Enjoy
greetings.
your time as you. Death can change that.
Yoink. That. Collect these bits and pieces while I am here. Globnob?
Look at you. So full of life and free will.
Veronica. Huh. Interesting. Oh, this looks like fun. Your arms are very long. Those shoulder pads are very red. Lord Chamberlain! Oh, the peasants have asked for help, have they? Those who are loyal would know that sacrifices are essential to the survival of Revendreth. Yes, these are dark times with anima and new souls being both in short supply, but we must all do our part, no matter how painful.
Revendreth is resolute.
Loyalty.
More Walker, I am General Carl. Those Stoneborn who remember their oaths to the Master are under my command. The path between here and Sargenathris is no longer secured by my forces. I'm pulling my troops from this war to support the Master's will elsewhere. Sargenathris has dispatched me to bring you directly to him. Miskia can carry you.
I serve the Master.
Dimwhiddle. Track all nearby creatures and objects that need infused rubies. Pish! You there? Hey, you! You that more walker than Fang's been going on about? I figured you'd be bigger. Anyway, the Taskmaster wants to extend his compliments and an invitation to visit his workings. That's a fancy word for a bunch of rocks me and my mates are digging up. If you're keen on all that, pop down to Feeder's Thicket and meet with the Fang's Courier, Arak. They'll get you sorted right out. He sounds like he used to be a... an Arakoko, or however you pronounce it. I assume we are waiting for the lift, yes. Going down. Whoop. Oh, that's further than I thought. Oh, he's a fly. Hello.
You're talking to me?
Dimwhiddle sent me.
An interesting task isn't too much to ask. How can I serve the...
Well, looks like the Master just left. What timing?
I'll be here.
So yeah, not sure he wants you work based on a long time working for him. I'm going to say he wants to use you to do something unsavory to further his interests, but I'm biased. I can tell you so many stories. Let's go check on my friend Najia. Oh, Najia.
This job isn't so bad after all.
Salvage treasure. Salvage biggin. Najia.
Take me with you. Mind your stance, watch your flank, and never let them see your fear.
Huh. She is messed up. Wanted aggregate of doom. I get a shovel for this. That's interesting. Attention all workers. We got ourselves a problem down in the thickets. Yoink.
You have orders for me?
I have found the journal. Appreciate you helping me, friend. Keep this up and I'll be in your debt.
Thank you for your time.
Oh, my eyes feel like they had spikes driven through them. Nice.
It is quite good to see you.
Oh, hello, mortal. You have a real knack for arriving at the most opportune times. I wonder what Taskmaster Matthias wants with you. Curious. As for me, again, Matthias has used my Sinstone against me. I was already enraged at the engagement. I assure you that this latest attack will not go unanswered. Yet while he has my Sinstone, I am unable to act against him directly, so we must remedy that. You question the labourers, and I will read this journal while I regain my strength. It's going to have to be the hands, isn't it? Because we haven't collected the...
Revendreth, when no one should know your name.
What y'all doing? So they've got rocks with the scribbles on. So those are the soul stone things. Cobwobble. Why are the ones with scribbles interesting? Sinstones, that's it. Taskmaster uses them to make other fangs do what he wants if he got their stone. Ah, so he's got... So, the Taskmaster's got Nadia's gravestone, essentially. Where does the Taskmaster keep the Sinstones? Got them piled in there with stone-boiled guards on them. He all hates him, he does. Get them Sinstones and help Nadia. With pleasure. Can't say that was much faster. Savage. Salvage, even. What are these guys doing? Just tossing rocks. And why not? Why is this guy focused on me? See, this would have been fine if I was a bear. Yeah, I just don't know what I'm doing as Cat. That's part and parcel of the problem. Let's switch back over to Bear. It may be slower, but at least I know what I'm doing. Uh-oh. Whee! Haha, okay. Whoa! Bondable Sinstone? The Sinstone is giving you questionable advice? I like questionable advice. Also, I like having my pet summoned. Yeah, at some point I'm really going to need to learn to play Cat. But once I've got enough gear, then Bear's actually... Oh, Bear tends to be really pokey. You did it! Fair enough. Now we can all get back to work. That's 103 gold. And 26k XP. Wand of Grumpiness.
Clearly, you have
Have you discovered anything useful? Ah, pity. None of these are mine. Still, they may prove useful. 18%? 13%.
I am a blade in need of unsheathing.
Or 7%. Gather ingredients for Nagia's mixture. So we need to use cunning to get the Sinstone away from him. This is special to use as the base of our mixture. Bring Nagia a fancy beverage.
Parry, dodge, spin, thrust.
A fancy beverage. Spider time! See, these quests just have a little bit more character. Mostly, I think, because the characters giving them are more interesting. It's kind of weird how Blizzard have, in this expansion, managed to make the fairy a little bit dull. You know, it was a great opportunity to have, like, tricks and japes, and I suppose it doesn't necessarily fit in with the story of the expansion. But, you know, they're managing to get interesting stuff in with this storyline. With no problems whatsoever. I'm assuming that different teams worked on different zones. Is what it'll boil down to. So you'll have had a main quest writer. But the... Is there a specific way I'm supposed to collect these venom glands? Or is it just a drop? Oh, there's a the sneak hole? Head goes boom, boom, boom. Shh, too loud. Are you drunk? Nice. Hehehe. It's the simple things. Right. We still actually didn't complete the tithe anima thing. We're also missing one of these venom glands. See, I'd have died if I was trying this in Kitty, because I just don't know how it works. There we go. It's still more smooth, I imagine, and faster than watching me play Disc Priest. What did that do for me? Why has been picked up? Protective footwear for horse-like creatures? Huh?
What adventure do you need me for today?
Do you have the ingredients? I certainly do. This should be enough to knock him out.
Remember me next time you're in for a
We've got a suitable beverage.
I am a blade in need of unsheathing.
Right. Everything is prepared. When we're ready, ask Kuya Arak to summon Taskmaster Matthias as though you have just arrived. I'm sure a gift of a favourite drink will tempt him, and the poison we've concocted will incapacitate him long enough to take my Simstone from him. Our plan will work flawlessly. This is not going to work at all, is it?
Turn, parry, dodge, spin, thrust.
This can only go well.
The famous Moonwalker. Till next time.
Before you stand afloat, Taskmaster Matthias of House Briarbane as requested.
Welcome.
Immortal in Revendreth, it's rumoured that you can traverse the moor. Astonishing, I have so many questions. But I must restrain my curiosity. I have a, shall we say, proposition for you that I feel would be advantageous for us both. If it is true that you are able to freely travel these lands, then you have access to certain information I cannot reach. You see how you could be useful to me? Come, let us discuss the matter further. 18%? 19%. Crits? And versatility versus haste and mastery. Versatility seems to be... yeah.
Be seeing you.
What's this? With a full special reserve? Didn't see what he said then. I haven't seen a bottle in eons. A worthy gift, Moorwalker. Join me, I insist. To your health. Ah, the bitter taste of brooding with a hint of remorse and tithe bloom. Moorwalker, this bottle has been altered. It's a good job I'm tougher than he is. What? Oh, what treasure is this? Magus, I demand satisfaction for your offences. Kneel and apologise, or we will duel. The Mole Walker will be my second.
My blade could be yours.
Kneel? You expect me to kneel before you? Absurd, as always, Nadja. I will give you the true death, then when next we meet. The important actions of Viscountess Ekel of Ascaron, Premier of the Order of Blades, is described herein. I am a healthy sort.
Remember me next time.
Oh, level 60.
Fight.
Cha-ching! New dungeons available, so all the level 60 ones. Nice. Pick up quests. Matches will never use my Sinstone against me again. Thanks to you, I am free of Matches' control for the first time in well a long time. Now together we will seek my vengeance. I've laid a solemn duty upon you by naming you as my second for this duel. I know not the code in your homelands, but in mine it is your task to secure the field. Matthias and his followers are garrisoned at Witherfall Ruin nearby. Unless I miss my guess, that's where he will have run. Where he will have run, rather. Clear his followers. Just as I was, some of the Bribane Venthi you encountered would have been compelled to serve Matthias. They likely will not want to fight you, but will have no choice. Once they are injured, they may be willing to pause to see if one of the Sinstones you recovered earlier is theirs. Free those you can.
Do let me know if you come across anything challenging.
Okie dokie. I always do that. This way? This way. Right, you're working on that. I'm a marvel. I like to think so. Thanks, mate. I wanted to offer him a Sinstone. How insulting. Mattis is a friend? That's unfortunate. I like their duelist poses. Oh, and obviously they're slashing with a rapier, which is not how that should work, but whatever. Bless your name. Sweet. Why is there a bear there? Yeah, I really like these enemy designs, actually. There's something about how they hunch and their fancy, dancy hair and stuff is very entertaining.
What have you done?
What are you? Ah, okay. Something to use the rubies on if you haven't. Right, we need some more things to kill. There's some. Thank you!
What?
These guys are hitting harder than I expected. But to be fair, I'm a fresh level 60. Oh, that wasn't quite enough.
You are too kind.
Load of guys down there. Only need that one. This way. Interesting. That's a surprisingly convoluted way of getting to something.
You are so refreshing.
Well, he's certainly chosen a scenic location for a fight. You've made some friends today. Good. Okay. At last I will have my vengeance. I am certain Matthias will flee again if he sees me first, so you will need to be confronted on my behalf, friend. Then, while he's distracted, I will engage him. At that point, your obligation as my second is a formality. You must assure Matthias does not dishonor the duel and cheat. When he inevitably does, I expect you'll help me defeat him. He's just through the portcullis there. What do these look like? Meh? Yeah.
Mind your stance. Watch your flank. And never let them see your
Just through the portcullis where? Ah, here. I am stealth. It's a trap. Oop. My guards will make short work of you. What guards? Oh. He got gargoyles. It will do him no good. For I am Strunk Bear. Probably shouldn't stand in that. Should I kill these off first, maybe? Yeah, that seems like a good idea. There we go. You're dead. You're also dead. Nope. He definitely wants to kill her, then. Because he's not getting taunted by me, apparently. Should probably use frenzied regen, shouldn't I, really? I've got it for a reason, after all. Bloop. No, wait. Even to the end, he was honorless. Honorless? Honorless.
Take me with you.
Thicket sweeper.
Revendreth, where no one should know your name.
A load of things just got added to our I like it when they do that. Use Hearthstone. Go on then. Oh, that's bind on equip. Didn't realise. Oh yeah, I set my Hearthstone here, didn't I? I had forgotten. Wanted. The Pale Doom. I'll do that at some point. Did I just see a... Yeah, I did. Gimme. It's 85. $90. Is there an NPC knocking around that I can... Or am I just looking for more of these stones? Ah, there we go.
I would wager you are hiding many dark secrets.
I was not sure this task was possible. Very impressive work. That's me! I do very impressive work. Right, I think from now on, we just do the main story. And obviously there are a load of side quests and stuff that we can do as well. You have a deep voice.
Call. Stop holding back. Let my forces crush Draven and his traitors.
Draven is not our threat. Their prince has fallen, and their rebellion is in shambles. Only the Accuser remains to issue orders.
The Accuser? She still holds a Harvester's medallion. How are we going to defeat her?
I'm assuming this buff's going to disappear at some point.
We need this Mowalker alive.
Who is the Accuser? A mystery. Oop. Ah, it's the Lord Chamberlain. Interesting that a lot of these are attackable.
Welcome.
Wait, please, Mowalker, allow me to announce you to the Master.
Get no credit.
My children, I know the suffering you have endured. I fear further sacrifices must be made if Revendreth is to survive this crisis.
Begging my master's pardon, I humbly present the Mawwalker.
Hi!
Ah, the mortal who escaped the inescapable prison. A living soul restoring hope to the realms eternal.
Ooh, somebody's chewing the scenery with this voice acting. I love it.
Your urgent request for anima. Under normal circumstances, I would of course oblige.
Of course, I don't believe you for a second.
You arrive in the midst of a violent rebellion. Our resources are stretched perilously thin.
And we need to pick a side and probably turn against him.
Desperate, starving, and some even defiant. But if you were to aid our cause, then I could.
Yeah.
Aid you seek.
Why am I green? Oh, I'm green because I've got the slime out. Let's Let's bring Brute out for a little bit. Seeing if I happen to know any of these. That's a weird effect. Yeah, those blood lockets. They're very strange. Very strange. How are we doing with the authority of Revendreth? Muinen, the proud night elf druid. I know your name and your deeds. I can taste your regrets and your shame. More importantly, I know what you might become. You can be the beacon for the Shadowlands to rally behind. The symbol my people need to set aside these petty squabbles and help fix the problems that afflict our reality. Before you stands the Court of Harvesters, my most loyal and trusted Venthyr. Where once there were 7, only 4 remain. Introduce yourselves to them, for where they go, my power follows. For 20 seconds, druid spells you cast increase your damage and healing by 2% and haste by 1% stacking. If you spend 2 seconds idle, the frenzy overcomes you, consuming a percentage of your health per stack, stunning you for a second, and ending. Okay.
You only need one weakness.
Ah, a night elf.
To be vulnerable.
And what an interesting scent your soul has, very distinct. I am known as the Fierce Stalker, Harvester of Dread. In my forest, I am the predator and the souls my prey. You should come visit sometime. I am sure it would be very enlightening.
You reek of sin. You would be easy to track.
Leave this place before it claims you.
So, you are the one who slew the Stoneborn outside of Darkhaven. I'm sure you did what you thought was right. Most people do. I am known as the Stone Right. By my hammer and chisel were crafted the first Stoneborn, and I see each as my child. They are all brothers and sisters in arms, and now they wage war on each other in this short-sighted rebellion. The Master believes you can bring an end to this conflict. Of that I have no doubt. I only hope it is the right end.
Mind your ways, lest Revendreth becomes your true fate.
Let us chat.
So, you have been to the moor. Fascinating. I must have you to one of my parties so that you may share your stories of that place. You may have encountered some of my former acquaintances there. Oh, I am the Countess, Harvester of Desire. I command the castle ward in her many districts. I spare Side and Atheris with the burden of having to deal with the nobles. Good luck with the Master's tasks. I am hosting a number of wagers amongst the nobles for how long you might last. Try not to die too soon. Your arrival is the most interesting thing to happen since Prince Renethal rebelled. That's the first mention of his name, I think.
Again.
It's raining. It's raining blood. Hallelujah.
What is it you require, peasant?
You stand before the Tithe Lord, Harvester of Envy, High Servant of the Master and Keeper of the Downtrodden. I hear you helped squash some of the rebels that were invading my ward. I will have you know I chose not to intervene as it was more important for those under my dominion to learn to fend for themselves and prove where their loyalties lay. We do not need you here. We are fine on our own.
Everyone has a price. Step forward, Moorwalker, and I shall bestow upon you a taste of the power that Revendreth can offer.
Authority
Venthyr
given.
of Revendreth, attend and learn. This new arrival is and should be accorded all rights and privileges therein.
20 seconds, 3-minute cooldown. Yeah. So you can put out a lot of damage with that. Especially if combined with Berserk, I would think. Now, Morewalker, arise as a weapon of ordained power within my dominion.
Lord Chamberlain, I hereby charge you with bringing an end to this failed rebellion. For this task, I lend you Prince Renethol's medallion, as well as the might of our dear friend, the Morewalker.
He sounds very amused by this.
Bring the accuser to me, and her medallion shall be yours. The prince's is already promised to another faithful ally.
Uh-huh.
Your generosity is as vast as your wisdom, Master. Your will be done.
Mm-hmm. Who, I wonder? Who? Okay, that's the end of the second part, or the second bit, such as it is, of the Revendreth campaign. Obviously, we've interspersed it with little bits and pieces from Nagia's story as well. I think for the most part, though, we will carry on with the main story next time, because then we can get to the end game and all the other bits and pieces. Hope you've enjoyed. I'm definitely enjoying this storyline a lot more than I was for the Ardenweald one. The characters are just more characterful, and I like snooty characters, and I like the gothic architecture. I've got no particular affinity for vampire stories, really. They're not necessarily my thing. And I've never really fancied Revendreth as a covenant of choice. But they've got some interesting characters. I should probably go and read up on the actual soulbinds and see who gets to have. Not that it's going to influence my opinion all that much, but we shall see. We shall see. Until next time, folks, thank you very much for watching, and
till we meet again.
Ta-ta. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.